Welcome to Eternal Easy Education. In this session, you are going to learn Chapter 7, Working with OpenOffice Calc. Content of this video is working with data in Calc, creating formulae, operators present in Calc. Working with data. So when you open a new spreadsheet, the cell pointer is located in A1. So this A1 is called the home cell. Then after entering a data, or if we want to move the cursor, we can use tab key, shift plus tab to move backward. So tab is to move forward, shift plus tab backward. So it's a 1 mark question. Tab is for forward and shift plus tab for backward. Then enter key will move the cursor to the next, that means below the line. And 4 direction keys also used to move the cell pointer in 4 directions. Tab key forward, shift plus tab backward, enter point below the cell, that means the cell below the current cell, it's like a new line. Then 4 directions keys, as you know, in all the 4 directions. The data which is going to be entered in the cell may be a alphabet A to Z, maybe a number 0 to 9, or it may be a date and time data. So we can enter all the 3 types of data and even some other types also available. Click the OpenOffice software. Here you select the spreadsheet. So this is the home cell A1. If we move the other place, you can see the cell name C5, column name followed by the row name. So if you press the shift key, tab key, it will move to the next, or you can use the right arrow, enter key for next line, and shift plus tab for backward. So these things you can try at your home. Then if I enter a text, it will be always left align. If I enter a number, it will be always right align. And we can also give negative numbers with the minus symbol. Even we can enter a date. We can consider a date as 14 November. So 14 followed by slash, the month, and followed by the year. If I press the enter key, it is 14/11/00. That means the format is date, month, year. This is a selection. Now the cursor in E8. Now the cursor is in E6. The date is selected. See the cursor, it is look like an arrow. Now move the cursor to the right dot. You can see the cursor is changing the shape to plus. Now I am pressing the left button and drag. So you can see the date is increasing. So what will happen after 30? So after 30, it is moving to the next month, 1/12. So you can do many things with the date. Arithmetic date is a different topic we'll see later. Just you have learned what are the data types you can enter in a spreadsheet: text, number, and date, as well as time. Many things you can enter. So I'm just selecting the content. Selecting the contents means press here, drag, just select the cell, press the delete key. It will ask whether you want to delete any one of the content or all the content. So I'm giving as OK because it is selected all the content. So it will select all the content which is in the selected area. So again selecting this and delete, press OK. Now creating a formulae. That means you are going to create a formula for calculation part. In calc, you can enter formula in two methods, either directly into the cell or at the input line. The formula in calc may start with equal, plus or minus, followed by combination of values. But in practice, all the formulas should start with equal symbol, but it is a 1 mark question. The formula in calc may start with equal or all the options. So as per the book, the formula in calc may start with equal or plus or minus. So you have to select the correct option. Then for the formula, you have to learn the operators. So what is the operator? Operators are nothing but symbols for doing mathematical, statistical and logical calculations. So what is these things? We'll learn one by one. So what are the variety of operators available are arithmetic operator, relational, reference and text. It's an important 5 mark question. What are the operators present? Sometimes they may ask in 3 mark only the text operator or only the reference operator, but all together the operators in calc is a 5 mark question. So arithmetic operators are symbols performing simple arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. That means it is having many things apart from the 4. So addition with the plus symbol, subtraction with minus and multiplication with the asterisk or simply star symbol. And then division by slash and exponent by this power symbol and the percentage by percentage. Here it is for calculating the percentage. Let's see one by one. So what's the formula? For example, equal 80 plus 10. So this is the formula bar. Here the formula also entered. What I am given here is entered here. So I am now pressing the enter key. Can you see that? If I keep the cursor here, it will show the formula in the formula bar. So this 90 is formed by the formula equal 80 plus 10. Is it clear? Again I'll do another thing, equal 80 minus 20. So 80 minus 20 is 60. I am pressing the enter key. So it is 6. It looks like 60, but if we select the cell, it will show the formula here. Equal 80 minus 20. So plus 80 minus 30. So for these two, the formula started with equal. Here I am starting the formula with plus 80 minus 30. So 80 is more than 30. So 80 will minus 30 and it is 50. So if I select the cell, it will show the formula here. So minus plus 80 minus 90. So what will happen here? As 90 is greater, it will minus and give the answer as minus 10. Select the cell, equal 80 minus 90. So the net result is minus 10. So your formula can start with equal, or with minus, or with plus. Is it clear, children? So the arithmetic operator plus, minus, so 80 plus 10 equal 80 minus 10 equal 80 into, that means the multiplication 10 equal 80/10 equal 80 percentage 10. So percentage is not used directly. We'll see another method to use this symbol. So to calculate a percentage, look here, the mark for 600 it is 550, 400. We are going to calculate the mark for 100. Okay, that means we are going to calculate the percentage. Normal formula is equal the number 550. Okay, the 550 divided by 600 into 100. Am I right? So this will give the percentage of the number 550. So the 550 for 600, we have calculated the calculated the percentage, that means the number for 100. So instead of giving this number, we can use a formula in a type. The same answer 91.67 is going to come equal. So the first cell is 550. Okay, you click here. So this is the cell name. So A7 is 550 slash, it must be divided by the number 600. So this is present here. So click here. So A7 divided by A5 into 100. Okay, enter. So what is the use for doing like this means, if I drag here, it will calculate the value for this number. Yes, see here this A7, right? So when it moves, it is A8, but A5 is going to change as A6. So instead of A5, I am going to give 600, and I'll tell you another method in the next topic. Now you take as 600, okay? So now select the formula, drag. Move the cursor here, press and drag. So if I give another number means, it will calculate the percentage for all the marks of 600. So select the formula, go to the move the cursor to the right side. When the cursor shape changes to plus, now press the button, drag. Okay, so the same thing can be applied with another formula. Equal this cell divided by 600. For my sake, I am giving this in bracket followed by percentage symbol. So instead of into 100, I am directly giving the percentage symbol. So formula is equal this number divided by 600. Don't use the bracket. Here you give the percentage symbol. Okay, enter. So are you getting the same percentage when we used with the formula? I'll show the formula here. Is this number divided by 600 into 100. Okay, this means 550 to 600. So what is the amount? What is the mark for 100? So same thing. Only point is the precision is here increased. How to change the precision points? That means the point 666. Instead of that, we want only 2 digit or 1 digit. Means select this. Right click, format cells. Here you can see that percentage number with the precision point 2. So click OK. If you want 1 means you can decrease this here and click OK. It will show only 1 point. So this is the way how to use the percentage symbol. The next operator is relational operator. So relational operators are symbols used for comparing two values, whether it is greater than or less than or equal or etc. Another name for relational operator is comparative operator. So the relational operator here it is given. Whether we are going to check greater than equal or less than equal, but the result will be in Boolean. Boolean means whether it will say true or false. I'll show the example now. So you learned arithmetic operator, okay? Now you are going to learn relational operator. Take here a number is 13 and another number is 56. So here I am asking a result. This number, that means the cell name, greater than this cell name. Okay. So answer is false. Why it is false? I asked whether B4 is greater than C4. B4 is 13. Here it is 56. So it is saying as false. We'll change this number to. Now how to change the data? See here, I'm selecting the cell. Whether you click here to change the number, or else you double click, or else you have to press F2. What is the number? What is the shortcut key? F2. So I'm changing this number to 300 and just entering the key. See the result here will be changed, because as it is a formula, if there is any change in the particular cell, the formula will affect. Can you see the result? Yes, if I change here also, it will change the formula. So that is the importance of formula. So the greater than, less than, greater than, equal to will give the result as true or false. Next one is a reference operator. So reference operators are used to refer cell ranges. A continuous group of cells is called as range. It's a 2-mark question. What is a range? There are 3 types of reference operators. One is a range reference, another one is a range concatenation, another one is intersection. So how many types of reference operators? 3 types. One is a range reference, that is said to be colon. So the range reference operators is a group of range cells. An expression using a range operator has the following syntax. That means reference left and right, a cell followed by colon, another cell name. I'll show the example. So this is the range. So it may be linear. Linear means left or right. A1 to A5. That means here A1 to A5. This is linear. Another one is rectangular group. Rectangular means, see here is A2 D6. A2 means this is A2 and this is D6. So from this place to this place, it will form this range to this range will form a rectangular shape. So we can have a range in linear or in rectangular. Then reference, first we will see the reference, then we will come to the reference concatenation. See here, range equal, I am using a formula sum, SUM, open bracket, and I am selecting the range from this to this. That means B3 to B5, it's linear. Format cell, so number general. Okay, so now keep the cursor here. I'm keeping the cursor here. Same equal, SUM sum, open bracket. I'm selecting the cell from this to this. That means B3 to D3 in horizontal. Close the bracket. So this is the sum of the number 12, 56 and 56. If I change a number here, it will change the total there directly. Then another range is rectangular range. So open bracket, this to this. So B3 to D5. B3 is this cell value 12 and D5 is 3. So it will take all the 9 numbers. So we need to give the formula SUM, sum. So it will give the sum of all the 9 numbers. If I change any number inside that, it will change the total automatically. So this is the use of a formula. You learned what is a range, colon. What is the use of colon? Now what is reference concatenation means? Concatenation means joining together. So what is joining together? That symbol is tilt. Concatenation operator in calc. So A1 colon A6, there is a range, concatenate another range. So sum is a function to find the sum of S. We know this. So we are going to use, what is the use of tilt symbol? We'll take this 9 numbers again. See here, I'm going to calculate the sum of this range. Okay, so the value is 65. So here also we will calculate. Okay, so this range is 65 and this range is I'll take this number. So this is 126. So I'll creating another formula. See here, sum open bracket. We'll select this range. Okay, B3 colon B5. Now I'm using the tilt symbol. Now I'm selecting this range again. So what will be the output means it has to sum the range of this and this, left side and right side. So 65 plus 126 should be the answer. 65 plus 126. So 191. Is it true? We'll plus the number, plus this number, plus this number. Yes, 191. So how we selected? We selected the range followed by a tilt symbol and another range. So this is range concatenation. So third one is intersection operator. Intersection operator is used to join two sets of groups. It is very similar to range concatenation operator. The intersection operator is represented by a exclamation. So here the operator is exclamatory symbol. So the range 1 A2 to D3, A2 to A2 D3 and B2 E4. Because these cells are both inside so they have given a number, and A2 to D3 is 397 and B2 to E4 is 281, and the intersection is, now we see the example of range intersection operator. So here there is an example. We enter the same example in the Excel sheet. See here there is A2. A2 is having 28, 78, 45, 25, 52, and I'm given the same value here also. So the first range is we have to calculate from A2 to D3. So equal sum open bracket. Where is the A2? Here is the A2. A2 to D3. D3 means this is D3. So the range 374. Yes, here also the value is 374. Same thing. Okay. The next one is B2 to E4 equal sum B2 from E4. This is E and this is 4. Okay. Now the next formula is equal sum this range, this to this range, followed by exclamation. So now the range is from this to this, note A to B2. So B2 to E4. Okay, what is given here? So what we have done is, we have calculated the range for all the data, that is B2. B2 means here to this area, and so the first one is the range of A2 to T3, this range. Okay, next thing is we'll have outline. So A2 to D3, next one is B2, so B2 to E4. Okay, so first range is this green color range, and another one is the red color range. So the common thing is this place. Am I right? So this is the common area for them. So when we intersect this formula, the A2 D3 exclamatory B2 E4 means it will intersect, it will give only the intersection portion. So the range intersection portion is 78, 45, 25, 65, 68, 81. So that answer is 299. So we'll confirm it. Equal sum. I'll take only the intersection part. See the total. So this is intersection concatenation reference operator. So I explained what is intersection operator. Okay. Next one is text operator. So text operator manipulate with alphabets. One is text concatenation, that is the symbol ampersand. So two words are here, Tamil Nadu, and we are going to concatenate it with the symbol of ampersand. So I'll type one word here, Tamil, and the Nadu in another cell. So here I'll give this cell name B2, ampersand symbol, and this cell. So it will concatenate Tamil plus Nadu. I cannot use operator, that means the plus operator here, because it is not a text operator. So if I use the plus symbol, see the output. So it is invalid. So to add two text or to join two text, I have to use ampersand symbol. So you have learned how to enter a data and how to create a formula with equal symbol, plus symbol, minus symbol, and what are the operators present in calc. That's all for this session. Thank you. Have a good day.